Hi everyone, Jim from Your Home again. Today we're going to do a little bit of an updated tutorial on installing the 96 watt 20 watt optical laser on the original 6550. We've had a little bit of confusion, so we want to go through this again and make sure everybody understands all the different aspects of it. Stay tuned and we'll get right into this. Alright, so we're working with the original 6550. You'll notice that I have this box propping up the machine here. That's going to make life a little bit easier for us when we're working on the laser, because we want to drop that Z-axis all the way down. If you don't have the Z-axis, highly recommend it. Will give you a lot more flexibility on adjusting your laser. But first, I want to talk about the pieces that are going to be in your laser kit. So when you get the 96 watt laser, you're going to get, obviously, a 96 watt 20 watt output laser. It does have a different connector. This is a 4-pin connector as opposed to the 3-pin connector that's found on the other machine. So there's a little bit of a difference there. You will also have a cable. This cable is designed to interface with the control board and the laser module, but it also has an extra port on here. I'm going to go ahead and let this run out. So we have our 3-pin connector. This is going to connect to the control board. We have a power connector that's going to be providing power to the laser. And then we have a 4-pin connector that will connect to the laser module itself. You will also have a 24-volt power supply. This is going to be used in addition to the power supply that you already have with the 6550. This is because the 96 watt laser does need a 24-volt power supply, where the rest of the machine uses a 12-volt. So you will now have 2 power connections needed for your 6550. There will be a couple extra pieces in there, most likely, that you do not need. There may be an adapter cable, which adapts from a 3-pin to a 4-pin connection. This is only used for the 6550 Pro, so you do not need that. You may also get a limit switch bracket. This is also only used for the 6550 Pro. So if you have that, we're just going to set those aside. You do not need them. They are not applicable to this machine. You will also get a new focusing disc. This one's a lot shorter. It's only about 5-6 millimeters tall. You may get one like this. You may get a little black stair step assembly. They both work the same way. So installing this, pretty straightforward. Let me zoom in on the machine here so you can see what I am doing. I'm going to try and move the camera and hopefully not get everyone dizzy. So as I mentioned, I've got my Z-axis run all the way down. The reason for that is because now I can take my handy dandy Allen wrench and I can just reach in behind here and loosen the screws holding my current laser in place. If you're installing this machine on a whole new construction, obviously you won't be removing a laser. And we just slide that up, take it off. Now, you'll notice I only have 2 mounting screws in there. You may have 4. This is because I take these apart and put them back together quite often for troubleshooting, so yours may differ slightly. To install the 96 watt, we have the same mounting holes on the back of the laser. These 4 holes right here will align with the Z-axis. So I'm going to go ahead and put the screws in, and I'm only going to put them in a couple of turns. Again, I'm only going to put 2 in here. If you want to use 4, you are certainly welcome to do so. So we want to leave them sticking out just a little bit. We can then drop the 96 watt laser onto the Z-axis, reach in behind there, and get everything tightened up. Now I'm going to go ahead and run my Z-axis up so that we can set the machine back down flat. Just takes a few seconds there to run that up. I'm going to remove my box that's supporting the machine, so our machine is now able to sit back down flat. Your original laser cable, which was the 3-pin, could be red, black, and yellow, could be red, white, and black wires in it, will no longer be used. I'm just tucking this back out of the way because I want to be able to use this machine for all different options. If this is a new machine for you, you won't use it at all. So the cable that came with the new 96 watt, 20 watt laser, you've got our 4-pin connection at this end. That's going to connect right up here on top of the laser module. It's indexed, so it will only go in there one way. So I'm just going to plug it in there. You may or may not be able to route this cable through the drag chain. It is not quite as flexible, and the length is not easiest to get to that drag chain entirely. So some people have had success just zip tying it along with the drag chain. It is entirely up to you how you want to route that. At the other end of the cable, as I mentioned, we have our 3-pin connector. You'll notice there's only 2 wires in there, a black and a yellow wire. This is for the ground and the PWM signal, which is what modulates the laser power. That's what gives us our 0 to 100%. We also have our power connection. Now, rather than try to get back in there and show you that board on the back of the machine, I've just grabbed another control board real quick. This is our 32-bit board where we have our X and Y connectors and our laser connector. So you'll simply take our 3-pin connector, again indexed, plug it into the laser port. That's all the connections there are to the control board, is just that for the laser power. You will then take your power supply, the new 24-volt one that is provided, and simply plug it in to the barrel connector. Now, this is going to immediately provide power to the laser. So if you want to turn the laser off, you will need to unplug that power supply. You can put these on a power strip if you so desire. That will allow you an on-off switch for the entire machine. Please note the connectors for the 12-volt and 24-volt power supplies are the same size. If you get them backwards and you have your 24-volt on the board and your 12-volt on the laser, the machine will still run, but your laser is going to be very, very underpowered. So that's really all there is to this installation. It's very straightforward. I just wanted to let you know that there are some pieces that are not needed with that kit. This is due to the kit originally being designed for the 6550 Pro. So, if you have any questions, by all means, please send us an email to support@yourhome.com. We'll be happy to help you out, whether it be over the phone, by email, or even a video chat. We look forward to seeing what you're able to create with the machines, and we look forward to hearing from you. Give us your ideas on tutorials you would like to see in the future. Thanks, and have a great day. Jungle.